Dear friends, good morning. It's Tuesday, and I've been thinking about how much of the New Testament was written from a situation of social isolation. Four of Paul's letters are considered to have been written when he was under house arrest in Rome. They're Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, and Philemon. Now, we're not under arrest, but we are confined to our homes for what looks like is going to be quite a considerable period of time. And it's easy to think at a time like this that we can be of little use to God when we're in such constrained circumstances. But the Apostle shows us otherwise. His letters overflow with joy and thanksgiving for what God is doing, not despite his chains, but because of his chains. So I thought it would be good for the rest of this week to look at some of the ways in which Paul expected God to be at work through his social isolation, so that we might expect great things from him during this time. I'm going to start with Philippians chapter 1, verses 12 to 14. Now, I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that what has happened to me has actually served to advance the gospel. As a result, it's become clear throughout the whole palace guard and to everyone that I am in chains for Christ. And because of my chains, most of the brothers and sisters have become more confident in the Lord and dare all the more to proclaim the gospel without fear. Aren't those wonderful verses? Now, we're not in isolation because of our faith, but we can still think about how what has happened to us can serve to advance the gospel, and we can encourage each other to be more confident in sharing our faith at this time. So it's worth having a think, are there some people that we could be in contact with to say how our faith is helping us? Maybe what our church is doing at this time, or if the virus has raised spiritual questions for them. Dietrich Bonheoffer, in one of his letters from prison, makes the point that, paradoxically, we can feel more connected to people when we are forcibly separated from them. This is what he writes. It's remarkable how we think at such times about the people that we should not like to live without. It's only then that we feel how closely our own lives are bound up with other people's, and in fact how the centre of our lives is outside ourselves, and how little we are separate entities. I think it is a literal fact of human nature that human life extends far beyond our physical existence. So if you feel this about somebody that you're separated from, the Lord may be prompting you to pick up the phone, to write an email to them, to schedule a Zoom meeting, or even, what a strange idea, write them a letter, like Paul did to the people that he was concerned about. Now is a great opportunity to proclaim the gospel without fear. After Easter, I'm hoping that we might be able to find some creative ways of helping us to do some more outreach as a church, so watch this space. God bless you.